What up, though, YouTube? Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your favorite damn DJ in the land, DJ LiXxer. And as y'all can tell, man, I haven't done one of these in a while, bro. I haven't done one of these in a little bit, you feel me? But it's time for another product review, man. I got this lovely Hercules DJ controller, the Inpulse 300. We're gonna go ahead and check this out, man, because this is probably the best controller for beginner DJs. And I know what y'all gonna say, damn LiXxer, you a turntablist, what you doing with that? But I'm gonna tell you in a second. Stay tuned. The Hercules DJ Inpulse is a new DJing controller for all of my intro DJs. The Inpulse dropped in October of 2018 and is one of the best full feature controllers on the market at its price point, which is around $200 US. The Hercules Inpulse 300 is equipped with DJuiced, a new DJing software that couples well with the Inpulse, especially with all of these exciting new features such as Intelligent Music Assistant, Beat Matching Guides, and the Energy Knob. The Hercules DJControl Inpulse 300 also includes new learning resources that are available for beginner DJs, including the built-in Hercules DJ Academy. So let's not waste any more time. Let's hop into this find. And if I do dare say so myself, the best beginner DJing controller on the market. Look at the front of this controller. Very, very simple. One of the reasons I love this controller, USB powered. We have the master out RCA. This is the DJing program that the Inpulse 300 comes equipped with, DJuiced. That's the front of the Inpulse 300. Let's take a look at the and one thing, standard 8-inch headphone out jack. All right, y'all, so we're gonna go ahead and get in depth with this controller. As I said, you guys already know some of the specifications. One of the better features of this controller, obviously, at the top you have your effects knob. Very simple for all of my DJs who are into EDM, house, dubstep, whatever. This effects knob is gonna be your best friend. Makes it really easy. On the software, you can cycle through the effects. The simple thing is you hit that button, you scroll through your effects this way, and you have your dry and wet knob up here. So obviously, you know, that's basically the intensity of the effect that you're putting on the beat that's going on. I am a practicing turntablist and I am a scratch DJ. These are very, 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 very beautiful jog wheels, touch sensitive. You have the option vinyl to slip. If you don't know what that is, basically vinyl, you'll be able to scratch. You know, the cuts are a lot easier. Slip mode just basically means you'll be turning the jog wheel to match the beat. And it just goes by, you know, your preference. A lot of people aren't, you know, into scratching and things of that nature. So obviously this is not a scratch controller. Let's point that out. So don't get on here thinking, you know, you're about to be scratch bastard or anything like that, but it does get the job done, man. If you want to throw a little baby scratch in there, a little chirp scratch in there to get into your next tune, you can definitely do that. Look at this. Look at that right there. I'm gonna zoom in on it. The beat alignment. That, I wish when I first started DJing, I had something like this, because for me, it was very, very hard to learn how to DJ by ear. This grid will show you, okay, if the song is lit up on this way, it's like, oh man, I gotta hurry up, I gotta speed up my song. I gotta speed it up. But if it's, you know, if the light is indicated on the right side, flashing on the right side, then it's like, okay, let me slow it down and let me get my BPMs to match. That's one of the cool things about this controller. All right, moving right along. Loops, in and out, 4-beat. You have your sync button. Y'all know me, I'm not a true advocate of the sync button, but best beginner DJing controller, so you're probably going to use that a lot. That's what this is for, so you don't have to use this. But you know, sometimes you just wanna, gotta do what you need to do, you feel me? This part right here, very, 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 very beautiful, man. Let's talk about how a $200 controller has 8 effects pads. You know, they're buttons, so you're not gonna be able to just boom, boom, boom. These are buttons, so you're gonna have to press them, but guess what? For $200, man, we can't complain. But you got 8 pads, so you can put, you know, 8 samples in here. You can put 8 hot cues. You got your hot cues, your roll, your slicer, and your sampler. And then if you hit this shift button and you hit one of these, that switches it to your tone place. You got your effects pad that goes down here. So you got your slicer loop. So when you hit shift and you hit that, it goes to your slicer loop. And then you hit shift again on the sampler button, you have your beat jump. Come on, man. Who else is giving you these type of features? This is crazy. Like I said, especially for the price point. But let's continue. You have your standard low deck A, low deck B button. Nice and firm, man. Obviously, you have your gains on knobs for your high, your mids, and your lows, baby. And filter knobs on your controller. beautiful. So obviously high pass filter, low pass filter. For my, you know, dubstep and EDM DJs, that's one of their favorite effects to use. So you don't have to go into your effects now to do that. It's right here in basically your, you know, your mixer. All right, y'all, so continuing on, obviously you have your pitch fader here. You can go up to plus 50 on your pitch fader. So me, I DJ in Detroit, we like to listen to things fast. Your crossfader, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was a little shocked at my crossfader. It's very light. And as a turntablist, you like to have a light crossfader because you gotta get those cuts, man. You gotta get to those cuts. Obviously you have your fader knobs up and down for your volume for deck A, deck B. Here you have your beat match guide. So basically when you turn this on, it'll light up this portion. It'll light up this portion of the controller to get you together. You got your headphone jack, so you got your master on that, you know, volume up, volume down. Your master out, obviously going to your RCAs up and down. This is probably one of the better features on the controller. As someone who learned how to mix through their headphones and just learned off the energy of the crowd, I'm hating a lot. You know why? Because this is what you call the intelligent music assistant, which helps you pick the best songs to play, which I think is pretty cool. Now, like I said, you know, with the beat match, that might be cheating. Obviously, you're not going to want to rely completely on software when it comes to rocking your crowd, your event. But when I was using it, it was pretty damn accurate. So I'll show you that feature once we get onto the laptop. All right, y'all, so now that we're in the studio, I wanted to go ahead and get my hands a little wet, get them a little dirty, you feel me, as far as showing you guys how this Inpulse 300 controller works. And as I said, the best controller for beginner DJs. If you're one of those that struggle with beat matching, blending, especially by ear, this controller is for you. And I'm going to be using the demo tracks that they gave me just to let you guys know I did import a few of my own songs just to show you guys how the music assistant feature actually works. I want to see what would happen if I threw a couple of hip-hop songs, a couple of house songs in there just to try to trick it. But obviously this controller is really, really smart. We're going to use the music assistant. We're going to look at our energy tool, and we're also going to be using our beat matching guide. So like I said, house loop 1 on deck A from D-Juice, and I have the house loop 2 track on deck B from D-Juice. Now obviously track 1 is 120 beats per minute, track 2 is 124. I kept that as that is. I'm basically beat matching off on purpose. I'm doing this on purpose, you guys, to show you guys just how incredible the Inpulse 300 is when it comes to showing you how to beat match and all that good stuff. So obviously, you know, I turned on my beat matching guide, so it'll be able to show us, you know, if I'm going too fast, if I'm going too slow, and it'll also show us here on our pitch fader indicator. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. Turn my bass down because, you know what I'm saying, shaking my camera a little bit. All right, there we go. So as I said, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just play this track at 124 beats per minute and see what happens with the beat matching guide. We're gonna see what goes on. Here we go. And as you can see, and I know it's gonna hurt our ears, it's telling us to slow up the tempo here, and it's also telling us to slow it down here. So let's slow it down to 120 beats per minute. There we go. Now, it might not be on the 1, but as you can see, once I sped it up, and as you can see on my indicator, we're all lit up. So, perfect. So, simple as that, man. Shows you exactly what to do. If you guys, I'm going to show it to you one more time. We're going to get another song here. Now, this one is 128 beats per minute. So, actually, I'm going to stop this one. And we're going to go to this one, which is 128 beats per minute. As you can see, deck A is still on 120 beats per minute. So already, our pitch fader is telling us, all right, you're going to have to go up a little bit. You're going to have to go up. So we're going to go ahead and go up to 128 beats per minute. There we go. Just a simple little baby scratch, man. Nothing too heavy, nothing too heavy. Now let's see what happens if now it's telling me, uh-oh, you messed up, you tapped it, so we gotta We gotta speed it up a little bit. And there you have it, you guys. And as you can see, our energy meters is going on. We're gonna go ahead and hit the music assistant and see what suggestions it gives us. Let's see what's going on. So we're gonna fade this down. Boom. Alright, so our music assistant is telling us Lil Baby, that's a really, really hot track right now going on in the clubs. I don't know if you guys know about Danny Lay. We can throw that on. That's 136 beats per minute, so we have to slow that down a little bit. Let's get something within plus minus 5. So we're going to go with that. I Need Your Love. We're going to go ahead and load that in the deck A. Obviously, my pitch fader's telling me to slow it down. We can also hit our shift key. Bam. And you don't have to do anything. There you have it. Something I wanted to show you guys. As you can see, the indicator on my deck B is blinking, letting us know that, hey, guess what? In a few seconds here, in less than a minute, your song is going to end, so it's time for you to throw something else on. That's something I really, really enjoy about the Inpulse 300 as well. As you can see, the beat matching guide is beautiful. The assistant is beautiful. The energy song matched perfectly for those DJs who aren't quite there yet as far as reading crowds and knowing what to play. So there you have it, man. Alright, y'all, so that was my thorough review of the Hercules DJ Inpulse 300 controller. Now you're probably wondering, like, yo, what is this right here doing on my right hand side? But this is my baby, man, and this is what I started out with. And I just wanted you guys to see like a full comparison of what I started out with as a beginner DJ versus what you guys have now. This thing is like, if this would have came out when the new Mark came out, it probably would have been like worth $1,000. So many features, 8 keypads for the hot cues and the rolls, the slicers. This 3 cue points up here at the top. It was very unconventional. No, it doesn't work that way with the Inpulse 300. It's a lot better. The crossfader is a lot lighter. You just have way more features with this controller. It's similar in size, but you can't beat $200 for this thing, man. Like I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was to ever use another controller again, I'm almost positive, not even almost positive, if I was to use a controller that was simple, easy, that I needed just a quick setup, that I wanted something similar to my Numark Mix Track Pro, it's gonna be this controller. Why? It's lightweight, like I said, as you know what I'm saying. I could do this. Don't do that too much though, because we don't, you know. We want to be real nice with the controller, you feel me? You don't want to break anything. If I was to ever go back to like an intro controller or something that I needed, like quick, simple, easy, that can help you with your blends, helps you with your mixes, helps you, you know, it shows you the key tones and the energy tool. It gives you assistance and guidance for songs that you might not normally play. I really enjoyed using this controller, practicing on it, so I'm definitely gonna be probably keeping it for a while. For the price point of $200, you can't beat it. It's $200, like US dollars. And I know I got people who watch me, you know, overseas. This is the controller that you want as a beginner DJ. I honestly, as a beginner DJ, want to go with anything else. Now, if you're becoming a turntablist and you're trying to advance, obviously you're not going to want to use this controller. But if this is your first time starting out, you're like, yo, I'm just tiptoeing into the game, this is it, the Inpulse 300 by Hercules. I appreciate y'all for watching this video. Thank you for checking out this thorough review. Please make sure you're sharing this video. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. So with that being said, please make sure that you're sharing the video. Make sure you like the video. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe right there. And don't forget to hit that one time for the one time. Every time your girl DJ LiXxer uploads a video, you see it. And you look like the man in Home Improvement. You like, I need to go ahead and get that. But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all know what to do, man. Share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one, man.